the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
We got four down. Here we go, 46. Good.
A second down throw for Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. It's coming now. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Prescott to throw it. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Here we go, 46. Switch, hey. Gun. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First down, Mayfield. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Landry the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Oh, he's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. 3rd down for the Browns. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
All right, here we go.
Mayfield on 1st down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And again, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to the air again with Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go.
Mayfield with it once more. And that's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Goodness, it's no good. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
Here's Elliott, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go. 47. Here you go. Switch it.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. This time, unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying... It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The give is to Elliott. Open space inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He picked up another 1st down with that run.
He'll get it up the middle and able to push his way forward here for a good little game. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickel Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
Here we go now.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He gets it left side, 3-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, where was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
Dancing to his left. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, swing. 47, 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
There we go, kill.
Second down, Prescott. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. And running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good. 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the interception, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Mayfield down. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down, Mayfield. Fells has it, left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit.
Mayfield now on second down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway from 4 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. Now the extra point. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take another into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw Henry, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down, Mayfield. And it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Mayfield to throw it. Screenplay, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
All right, here we go.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's went, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Set. Boom,
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intent.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Prescott now on second down. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Here you go. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Now Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Again to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Start that over there, over there. Start that. Here we go, get that, let's go, get out, get out. 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here you go. Done. Start that over there, over there. Start that. 46.
Throwing here, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. A gain of 32 that time. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch, switch, hey. Here we go, 46. 26.
Now Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here we go, 47. Here you go. 26.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
On 3rd down, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And now running right through it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On first and 10, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go. Let's finish now. It's coming now.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.